are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Halen, and if you've been here before, welcome back. It's been a while, so come fill a sketchbook spread with me. Today, I wanted to draw some cute food. After watching Alternate Art's new video of him drawing some cute food himself, I was inspired to stop rotting in my bed and get some work done. I grabbed a few photo references from Pinterest and went to town, and I started off with this bowl of curry. I've actually never had curry before, which my boyfriend says is a crime against humanity, but I live in the deep south of the US, so I blame where I grew up on my lack of finer tastes. I started all these off just by sketching in a mechanical pencil and then lifting the graphite with the kneaded eraser before going in with my micron liners. I haven't been doing much art lately, and when I do draw, it's usually on a digital whiteboard that's super restrictive when it comes to different types of brushes, so I'm pretty damn happy with how this turned out, considering all of those things. I've been pretty art blocked lately. I kind of blame art school for that though. I'm so used to having 1,000 assignments I need to complete by a certain due date that now that I'm on winter break, I have no idea what to draw for myself. But back to the digital whiteboard I mentioned, in the recent ones I've done with my boyfriend, I've been doing more line weight heavy artwork. That plus Monty's use of line weight in his video made me want to bust out my fine liners for this, which is strange because recently I've been leaning towards my brush type pens more whenever I do have time to draw my sketchbook. So right here, I started drawing a little cinema roll cupcake. He's a Sanrio character, if you don't know. I'm sure most of you do. They're pretty popular, but I'm a bit of a Sanrio girly myself. I have way too much merch of them in my room, but I'm not the kind that draws like Hello Kitty with knives, like you'll see, I promise. So in this piece, I actually didn't expect it to all come together into like one final drawing. I was gonna just draw little sporadic treats here and there, which is why there's such a contrast between a bowl of curry versus this like super cute cupcake. These two things don't really seem like they'd be good in the same meal, at least not like eaten at the same time. But as I started adding more food later on, I realized that it was all kind of coming together into one piece, and I just went along with it because I don't really do stuff like that very often in my sketchbook, and I wanted to just go with the flow. So this took me quite a while to finish once I started it. Like, I was sat at my desk for probably 3 hours working on it, and then I had to take a break once I was done lining and then come back and work on it even more when I started the coloring, just because the line art process was so tedious, but it was definitely worth it. The hardest part, I would have to say, it was definitely the rice in the curry. I listened to the entirety of a new episode of the Something Was Wrong podcast and just doing the rice. Like that, it took the entirety of the rice. And the episode was like 45 or like 50 minutes long. Sometimes they're an hour. I can't really remember. But like that took me so long. So at this part, I started drawing this little thing of fries. I was referencing McDonald's fries whenever I drew it, but I didn't want to make it McDonald's itself just because I don't want to have like actual branded logos and stuff in my artwork, at least not for this one specifically. So I decided I was going to go ahead and change the color of the fries, like the little container. I changed it from red to pink whenever I get to the coloring part. And I changed the logo that's usually like, you know, the McDonald's M. I made it a U and a W and a U because my username on all my socials is Halen Uwu, besides my TikTok, that's Owo. And I thought that would be like a cute little motif kind of thing, sort of like putting my watermark in the art itself. At this point in the drawing, I realized that the whole back was pretty empty, so I wanted to add a couple drinks or something, and it made sense to me to have one drink, but then I didn't know what to put on the left, but then I figured I could just put some soy sauce there, so I drew this like super crappy soy sauce bottle because I'm not used to drawing that sort of thing ever, really. It's definitely something that I need to practice at, but I think it turned out cute for the piece. This is the part where I took my break because I had been working for so long and I wanted to show you guys my pizza and know that it's not piss that it is sitting in. I dipped my pizza in honey. Moving on. So starting off with the colors, I went in with a few yellows and browns to try and color this bread on the little cat burger that I did. It is not as great as I'd like it to be. I think it looks cute in the finished drawing. I'm not mad at it, but bread is definitely something that I could stand to practice coloring because I'm not that great at blending my colors whenever it comes to markers. I usually just do flats and then shading on top. I don't really do blending all that often, so it's something that I think I should practice, but I think it looks cute in this. The best blending I actually did in this piece would have to be on the ketchup on the right, in my opinion. I think I succeeded so well in that part, and I wish that I had just like stuck with it. I think I just have a problem with committing whenever it comes to that kind of thing, because whenever I committed to the ketchup, it turned out really, really well, but I was super nervous about the bread and kind of flaky on it. Flaky bread. But, yeah, I think that next time I do something like this, if I just commit to it fully, that it'll turn out way better. But, we all learn different things from different experiences, so. Whenever I was lining the soy sauce bottle, I kind of just free-handed the text on the bottle itself. You can see that the font or the writing that's on the label doesn't really make sense at all. It is not accurate to the language in which it is supposed to be in, which I could not tell you what it is because I don't remember the reference that I used for it. But just ignore that the text makes absolutely no sense. I figured since it was in the background, it didn't really matter and it wasn't really a focal point of the drawing itself. So as long as you don't get lost in the details, it's not that bad. So we are in the latter half of the drawing. I finished up with my little curry bowl. I had such a good time drawing this. Drawing cute food is something that I have done in the past, but it's been so long. And I haven't drawn a full piece in my sketchbook since my birthday art in October, which at the time is exactly 2 months ago, actually, which is pretty funny. But I had such a good time drawing this. I just finished it up doing that, and I went in and did my shading. I'm lacking in my purples for my shading. I asked for some new purple markers for Christmas specifically, like the super light purples is what I love to use for shading, and these purples are a little dark for my tastes, but they work for the piece, and I am not mad at it at all. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I just finished up with the finer details here and there, doing the drop shading. That way it looks like the page is a complete background for the food to be setting on, and here we are. And here's the finished piece. I had such a good time drawing this. I hope that you guys like it too. I'm hoping to do some more videos like this in the future. Traditional art is my absolute favorite, and I'd love to show you guys my process a little bit more. I had such a good time doing this. I'm so happy with the final product, and I hope to see you guys soon. I'm on a little winter break, so hopefully I'll get some more videos out. Thank you for watching. Bye!